I've done a lot of colonoscopies, but I've only seen a worm in the colon once, and it's unsettling. There it is. Now, parasites like this worm are far from common. Tapeworms have always gotten a lot of press, but more recently, social media has been obsessed with gut parasites and the many vague symptoms they can cause, and the TikTok shop parasite cleanses that supposedly cure you of them. But I wanted to clarify a couple of things. There are a huge variety of things that fall under the umbrella of parasites. Giardia, for example, is a parasite that's microscopic and at one time was thought to be a bacteria rather than a parasite. Now, on the other end of the spectrum are the worms that you can actually see. Tapeworms, roundworms, pinworms. This is a pinworm. Pinworms are the most common worm parasite, especially in children. They actually don't usually cause that severe of symptoms. Anal itching is the most common one because that's where they lay their eggs. Gross. You can diagnose this infection with a very unappealing but very simple tape test where you put a piece of tape over the anus while sleeping and then examine that piece of tape in the morning under a microscope to look for pinworm eggs. Other worms are more commonly seen in the small intestine because that's where most of our ingested nutrients are, so you wouldn't see them necessarily during a typical colonoscopy. A stool test looking for worms or eggs would reveal that diagnosis. People are giving themselves worms to lose weight, to try and treat Crohn's disease. People are taking random parasite cleanses without any concrete evidence that they actually have a parasite infection. While maybe some worms have anti-inflammatory properties that can help with diabetes or Crohn's disease, these findings are not well tested and should not even be considered without the guidance of a doctor. Similarly, don't just hope that you have a parasite and take a random TikTok concoction for your GI symptoms. There are tests and treatments for parasites, but they vary by parasite, and in a developed country with treated water and good hygiene habits, parasites are not very common.